the pretty girl. To the pretty girl. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kenna. If this is your first time here, you're very welcome. Please click on the subscribe button before you continue watching. You're going to love it here. I want to begin this video by thanking all of you who have been supporting my 7-day upload all these days. Like, I'm so happy you guys turn up every single time I upload. I'm very grateful. So today is Saturday, and honestly I had a block. Like, I did not know what to talk about, but oh, I remembered a story time because a subscriber of mine told me and asked me for advice, so I said I should put it out here and give my advice at the end. So yeah, that's what I'll be talking about. She said she was, I think, 25, 26, during that period where a lot of people are asking you, like family starts asking you, like, what's happening? Are you not seeing men? No, men are not seeing you. What's going on with you? So she said she decided to put herself out there. She was just doing a conscious effort of not always staying at home and not basically mingling or getting to meet new people. So she was actively putting herself out there to meet new people and stuff. So she said she had this family member of hers, not family member, she had this family friend of hers. She said she was living in Douala here with her uncle. So she said she had this family friend of hers. This guy was like the party guy, you know, that guy that knows where all parties are happening. So this guy would always call her, oh, there's a party here, let's go. Oh, there's a party there, let's go. So she used to attend a lot of parties with him. So there was this day that there was a batch if. So the guy is like, batch if, you know, that's where you meet all the guys in town, so come and let's go, come and let's go. She said, oh, she was ready. She said when she went for that batch eve, like, this guy, he never fails. He was introducing her to Tom, Jack, Peter, everybody. The guy was just introducing her like meet. So she greeted a lot of guys, but she didn't really make any connection with any guy on that day. So she came her home and she was just there. So she said one day this family friend came to visit in her uncle's house, and then this guy, now they were just talking, and inside their discussion she said the guy received a phone call. So when he received that phone call, the guy went out, answered the phone call, and then he came inside. He was still talking like on the phone, and then was like he came back into the house and he's like but here she is now, you want to talk to her now, here she is. He gave her the phone. So she was talking. It was this guy, apparently one of the people she had greeted at the batch aid. This guy was talking to her like, hey, yes, so I've been trying to get your number from this guy, but this guy is refusing to give me a number. What's up, like just basic chatting. Okay. And the guy was like, okay, please, can you give me a number, since he has refused to give me a number. And see, that one did not ring in your head though, like, but why with this guy that knows that I'm searching, why would he will refuse to give my number? Because I know that he's always giving out my number. It's not ring a bell. Until I went and gave the number to that guy. That's how she and the guy started talking, and she told me that majority of the people around her were like, don't do it, this relationship is a bad idea, don't do it. But she was just like, give me reasons, but nobody seemed to be giving her a solid reason. Everybody's just like, no, it's bad. So she's like, it's bad, no reason. No reasons means there's nothing bad. So I continue, we move. So yeah, she just kept dating this guy. Practically they started dating over the phone. So this guy was not based in Cameroon, this guy was based abroad. So he was always frequent in Cameroon. Like, he comes after every 2 months, because he had businesses and companies in Cameroon. So this guy will come all the time. So they spoke on the phone for like a month, and then later on this guy now comes to Cameroon. First of all, she said she noticed that this guy, he was older than her, like 15 to 10 years older than her. So this guy should be like, if I say she was 25, this guy should be like 45, going to his 50s. So she looked at it and she asked him once, like, but are you seriously trying to tell me that you're not in any relationship, or you have never been married before? But this guy was like, no, he was married before. He got married to a girl. It was not a Cameroonian girl, actually. He got married to a girl, whether it's from Ghana or from like one African country, I can't really remember. So the guy says, no, I got married to a girl that was not Cameroonian. We're having a lot of issues because of our cultural differences. So we divorced, like we're divorced, we're no longer together. That she was asking him this when he was still abroad, like we're divorced, we don't have anything to do with each other anymore. The only thing is that we have 2 kids. Okay, so she was like, okay, if you say you're divorced, are you still living together? He's like, no, he has his little studio apartment somewhere else, but he spends most of the weekends with his kids and just stuff like that. So she was like, okay, no problem. So they just kept their relationship going. That guy came. When the guy came, like I said, he turned her life around. Okay, she told me she was working, so she was staying in her uncle's house. I know how it is when you're staying with somebody. She was having a little, like, she was having some difficulties staying with him. So this guy proposed, like, okay, since you're working, you can always tell your family that you've saved up enough money to get yourself an apartment. This guy now went to a posh quartier, a posh quarter or area and he rented her a beautiful studio apartment. Okay, so she equipped the house with everything she needed, like, is it the AC or fridge or gas cooker, every single thing, TV. He bought every single thing for her and equipped the house and put her inside, so she was very comfortable. She said she used to have difficulty. She would have to take bikes to go to work or stress to get taxi. Sometimes she goes home late. So this guy was like, okay, I'll make your life easy. I'm going to get this driver who will be driving you from work and to work every single day. This guy was basically taking care of her, taking care of all her needs, giving her all the money you can think of. This guy was like God sent to her. She was so impressed, so happy. She was like, oh my God, I finally found my own. Like, she was in that place, like a happy place with this man. This guy was going to give her monthly allowance like 100k, and then the guy was, you know, those people, he's not like it's only about you and me. This guy was calling her mom, calling her brothers. She even gave her brother a job. Like, this guy was in everybody's face. He was like, if you open the guy's phone, you see her auntie's number, uncle's number. This guy was like, I'm introducing myself to your family, so I have to make them to feel my presence. He was basically all over her family. So the girl was like, no, I'm very sure that this is something serious, like we're heading there, like we are heading there. Okay, so they dated, like she said they dated for almost a year plus, over a year plus. They were together, getting strong emotion, getting strong. So normally the guy's routine would be 2 months in Cameroon, 2 months out of Cameroon, 1 month or 3 weeks in Cameroon, just like that. So he's going to come go. And she was like, this guy is so possessive, like the guy doesn't want to hear if he's not around that she has gone to any place, that she talked to any boy, that she did any hanky-panky. Like, the guy did not want to hear, as in don't even think about it. So when the guy is not around, she's always indoors, or she goes to visit family. She's not going anywhere because the guy did not like it. And she was like, no, this is my husband to be, so let me start doing wifely duties. Okay, so yeah, she said that's how things went until one of the guys visits back to Cameroon. Okay, there was this guy, I don't know how to explain this, it's kind of tricky. Okay, she said, let me call this guy John. So she said there was this John that she had known before meeting that guy, before meeting her boyfriend. Okay, there was John before meeting her boyfriend. John was this guy that had a girlfriend. You know these thief guys that have a girlfriend but they still want to be in a relationship with you. You know those kind of guys, like they are telling you like, oh, I love my girlfriend, I want my girlfriend, but he wants to be tapping from down there. Yes, that's the kind of guy John was. So she said she never knew John was her boyfriend's friend. So this guy now comes one time and she's like, oh, I want us to go out with my friend. So yeah, I want us to go out with my friend and his girlfriend, just stuff like that, like a double date. So she was like, okay, all dressed up, boom. She went, when she went, she saw John and she was like, and she was even disturbing John, or like, John, so this is like your girlfriend that you have, but you're busy telling people that, you're busy chatting me up. I'll tell your girlfriend. Like, she was basically just playing with John. And she said all through that date, John was just looking at her like this. John was looking at her in bafflement. Is that even English? He was basically baffled, like, wow. But she didn't get it. All through she kept asking him like, what is it? What is it? John was not talking, or John was just looking at her like this, like Okay, oh. She left, she came back home. I'm sure the guy returned, traveled back. Yeah, I'm sure the guy traveled back. Okay. John did not talk to her. She said after like 2-3 weeks, like a few days before her guy came back, okay, John just wrote to her, was like, oh my God, I am still trying to gather how disappointed I am in you. Oh my God, how could you? Like, how could you do that? I held you in so much high esteem. And she's like, okay, what are you talking about? If you want to talk, talk. If you don't have anything to say, please leave me alone. He was like,
so you rejected me, a single fresh boy, forgetting that you can actually romance my brain, and I forget about my girlfriend and marry you. You left me now and went and hook up with married man. So you prefer married man direct than single boot up guy.
she was like, what is one saying? She was like, if you have something to say it. Why are you saying this nonsense? He's like, I said what I said. And she's like, what are you talking about? Who is married? Who has a married boyfriend? He's like, is your boyfriend not married? She's like, no, my boyfriend is not married. Like, what are you talking about? Please organize yourself. What are you saying? Whose boyfriend is married? He's like, auntie, your boyfriend is a married man. Oh, are you trying to tell me that you do not know? She was like, no. He was like, anyway, you did not hear from me. You did not hear from me. Sorry, bye. Drop the call. Got crazy. And she was like, what? What? Like, see, she told me that this guy is big on PDA. You know that guy that's walking around, kissing you everywhere, hugging you. He's all over you everywhere. And she said, she starts thinking, and she's like, actually, this guy's friends, that everybody's always looking at me funny when we're expressing our PDA and stuff. Is it because me and this guy something? Hey, is it because that guy is married? Is it why everybody was looking at me like, how can I be dating a married man so boldly? So she just held herself. She didn't talk to the guy. She waited until when that guy came back. She put the guy down. She was like, I've been hearing some things. I've been hearing certain things about you being still happily married, living in the same house with your wife. But I do not want to believe it. So I decided to wait when you have come for us to talk about this thing. We should talk face to face, because I cannot believe that you're probably lying to me, or you're just, I don't want to believe it. This guy now is like, since it's out, it's out. Yes, my dear, I am married. I told you I was married. The guy's like, you told me you were divorced. You did not. He's like, I told you I was married, but we were separated. But because of the kids, we have decided to come. Hey. She said she was shaking. She was so mad. She screamed. The guy was just begging her like, baby, please, I love you. I love you. I cannot lose you. I love you. Like, she talked, screamed at the guy, said it is over. She cannot be somebody's second choice. Blah, blah, blah. Cried. The guy was like, she should calm down. Calm down. She was like, no, she doesn't want it. She should just go. She needs time to think. She just needs space. Okay, I'm like, auntie, what do you need time to think about? After like 5 days, the guy comes and he's like, are you calm? Can we talk? She's like, okay, yeah, let's talk. I really like to hear what you have to say. This guy starts telling her that, see, I honestly love my wife. We never get it. We never do. I honestly love my wife, but I also love you a lot. As in, I love both of you the same. My problem is, my wife doesn't like my country. My wife doesn't want to come to Cameroon with me. My wife is not going, like, if I'm not with a Cameroonian, it's not going to feel the same. So I have decided that you and I should get married. And she's like, hey, marry who, where, how, why? Like, I've decided that we should get married. I want to marry you. Like, this is me proposing to you. I want to marry you. You'll be my wife in Cameroon. You know, okay, you know that I'm always coming to Cameroon for 3 weeks. If you marry me, I'll start doing 1 month here, 1 month there. Like, I want you to be my Cameroon wife. And then you know, when you're in a relationship with somebody, you get to tell them like, oh, this is what I want. I love kids. So she told me, she was always telling him like, oh, I love kids. I want to have kids. So this guy now uses the kid angle, like, I know you have been saying before that you love kids, that you can't wait to have your own kids. So I think that this is the perfect position, the perfect situation. We can have kids, we can be together. Les hommes, like we can be together. Let's have that child that you've always wanted to. I'll move you into a bigger, befitting family house. I'll get you a maid, I'll do everything. She said she actually fell for him, and they actually did something after that, convinced him, and she actually stayed with him for all through that his trip. But it's like when the guy now traveled and went, her brain her brain started coming back to normal. So she was like, what am I even doing? That's when she started seeking for advice and talking to people, and then she saw that no, that is not what you were meant for, my dear. Like, it's true that love is strong, but you always find somebody better. So that is how she broke it off with the guy. See guys, this story, I've heard so many stories like this. The first thing I just want to say about this whole thing is, first of all, I've said in a lot of my videos, do your research before getting involved with anybody. A lot of girls these days, we get caught up with the excitement part and we forget to do our due diligence. We just jump into the thing. See, outside don't spoil. Let me speak in pidgin. Outside don't spoil. You have to use your brain. You don't just jump into a relationship with somebody. When somebody starts telling you certain things, you have to verify. When you see somebody you're interested in the person, you have to ask questions, because the first thing is, you should have asked your family friend, like, okay, why did you not give my number to that guy? He might have as well told you, like, no, that guy is not good. Even if it's not told you that, oh, this guy's married and he's still married and stuff, he would have told you, like, no. Sometimes you just have to listen to what people have to say. I know it's hard when you're really dying to do something and people are telling you, don't do it. It's hard, but sometimes we just have to know your worth. We have to know our worth. I know a lot of people who have found themselves in this situation and they're still in the situation just because their emotions had already taken so much, had taken over their brains, that they could not find a way to leave that situation. But you're worth a lot more. Like, your mother did not give birth to you for you to come and be somebody's official primary side chick, be it married man or single guy. Like, that was not your purpose. Guys will lie to you, because this girl told me that she even got to an extent where the guy used to call her and she'll talk to his children, and I'm like, where was his wife? So guys these days will go through a lot just to convince you that, no, I'm a single man, I'm here for you, I want to get married to you. And I just feel that some men are so wicked. Like, why would you know very well that, oh, I am married and I'm not going to leave my wife, yet you're going ahead to go and meet somebody's family? Like, that one, I don't just get it. Like, why would you go to meet somebody's family if you are well aware that you never get there with them? You're just trying to make a big fool. Like, what did the girl ever do to you? That's also another thing. Like, no matter, you can never be sure of your relationship 100% till you are actually married. Even when you're married, like, things are hard out there. Like, it doesn't matter. I see some girls, when somebody introduces them to their sister, their mother, they get excited. Oh, his family knows me, I'm always calling them, they're always calling me. It doesn't mean anything, my dear. Like, we have to learn how to look past that. The fact that he introduces you to everybody in his life, or he knows everybody in your life, does not give you any guarantee that at the end of the day he's going to end up with you. So we just have to stay woke when it comes to this dating thing. We have to be really careful. Don't just go and put yourself in a compromising situation just because you're having pressure, just because you feel like you really need somebody. Okay, so yeah guys, I will end there for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Love you. Bye.